Hey everybody, it is Friday, and I don't know about you guys, but day 5 of quarantine or day 5 weekday of quarantine is, I think I'm going a little crazy. I'm hoping that next week brings the sun. I don't know about you guys, but this gray weather is really starting to bother me. But in essence is I hope you guys are all healthy. I know everyone here at the Lastly House is still feeling pretty good. I think we have a lot of family time going on. We have a lot of food, which is good. But we also have Marvel movies going. I don't know about you guys, but we were super excited about Disney Plus having them all on there because so now we are watching them in the correct order, not the order they came out, but in the correct time period order. And it's fun to kind of see the things that you might have missed before. So today I was going to talk to you guys about books, and I still am. But one of the things I've heard from a lot of you guys is y'all are frustrated with Sora not having the books you guys want. And or not, it's not that they don't have it, it's that there's like 16 weeks on it. And I'll be honest with you, you guys know how much I love Casey West. The Casey West book that I want that just came out like a month ago is actually now on back order, like 18 weeks and all of that. So I feel you guys. I don't get special privileges just because I'm a teacher or any of that. Now I will tell you, we have ordered multiple copies of the different books that are having the most holds on them. So be looking out for that. We're also hoping to be able to have some more money next week to order some more books. But what I want to show you guys is some ways to get around that. Maybe find some books that you guys haven't heard of before. So I've got my Sora open so you guys can see that. Right now I'm listening to The Benefits of Being an Octopus. Let me tell you guys, I'm not the biggest fan of the cover, but the book is actually really good. We were listening to it on our way back from Florida, and I will tell you, everyone was listening. It was awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go down here to explore real quick. And one of the things that I want to show you guys as I'm going to move me a little bit is I love this preference button here. Now you'll notice I've got 2 preferences on here. One of the things is on available books, you can actually go from everything. Now everything is where it's going to show you everything we have, whether it's already checked out or not. When you go to available, it only shows you what is actually able to be checked out right now. That is going to help you guys a lot, I think. Again, you can also sort by the popularity, the date it came out. You can also go here, and if you just want ebooks, you can change it to that. Now, guys, I do have the audience set to young adult because I don't want you guys to feel like, because I have the teacher capability, I can actually see everything, including high school stuff that is not appropriate for you guys. So that's one of those things. So once you change what you need to here, hit apply. Now, as always, you can go up here and search for specific authors. Make sure that you spell check their names because they won't always come up. So let me just show you an example of it. Let's say I'll look up Casey West because that's, you guys know, that's one of my go-to ones that I love her. And you'll notice that although some of y'all might be frustrated that her newest one's not there, a lot of her stuff is there, even if it's in audiobook format. Okay, so you guys have that. And if I took off my preferences and wanted to see everything to see if I could get something on hold, I could definitely do that. I have to go to apply. And then you guys can see everything that she has and which ones you want to place a hold on and all of that. As you guys can see, we have quite a bit of her stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go back and fix that for later on. Now, something else that you can do, of course, you can always look for books by author if you want to, or you can just kind of go into a section. Once this starts, I've got the Casey West stuff down, but I'm going to go ahead and go back to the search button. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll notice that they have popular subjects where you could actually just look in, like, let's say we want to do thrillers. I have a lot of kids who like this scary stuff, which, as you guys know, Miss Lastly does not. But you'll notice we've got quite a bit in here right now. April Henry is always a good go-to. I will say some of these might not show up in y'all's, even with that. I'm noticing a few that are popping up that I know aren't for us. Two Can Keep a Secret. Anything by Karen McManus is awesome. I'll be honest with you guys. I just finished her newest one that is connected to One of Us is Lying. It's called One of Us is Next. I'll be honest, I don't know if we're going to have it at Trent just because there's a couple of situations in it that happen that it just kind of makes me uncomfortable. Allie Carter is always awesome. I love her. You guys remember Brendan Wright came and talked to us about his, it wasn't about this series, it was about his Dark Deep series with Ali Condi. And so that right there can happen. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And I'll actually get that returned here in a second. But you guys can see there is quite a bit in here. If I want to go back to explore and if I want to look at fantasy, I went through and kind of looked at some of the fantasy that we have, and there's some really good stuff in here. I know that Graceling is one of my favorite old Lone Star books, and we have both the audio and the other book. You'll notice that we have some of these are brand new. The last Bust of the Ever After, you guys saw that on my list. A Curse So Dark and Lonely is one of my favorites, you guys. It was so good. Bridget Kimler, Kimmer, I don't know how to say her last name. She was fabulous. Both of her books, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, is amazing, and the second book in that series is also amazing. A lot of my students were reading the Rachel Kane series, Ink and Bone, and so, oops, sorry guys. Always wonder how stuff like this happens, right? I just hit exit. There we go. Okay, Ash and Quill is always good, but that's one of the. It says number 3 in the series, so that's 3 of the Ink and Bone series. But just all kinds of stuff in here that you guys can look at. Okay, I think I just keep hitting that button, and I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Okay, so just some ways for you to find new books. Now, I do want to show you guys a few other books that I'm reading right now. So I went to Ernest Hemingway's house while I was out at spring break. So this is one of the books that I'm going to work on starting on. It's called Farewell to Arms. It's a World War I book. It's a classic. I'm really excited about this one. I've got a couple others in here. I was able to get My Lady Jane. This one, it's kind of it's in fantasy, but it's got a little bit of historical fiction feel to it also. I've heard from a lot of people on this one saying that this one's amazing. And you guys know my heart lies with Laura Ingalls Wilder. So I am super excited. My daughter's already read the first 2. She doesn't really want to read Farmer Boy, which if you've read the series, you know you don't really have to read it for it to continue. So On the Banks of Plum Creek is awesome. So just some ideas for you guys. Rereading now is a great thing to do. If you've got some books out there, you can better bet I might be pulling out the Twilight or the Hunger Games or stuff like that I've read multiple times, just because it's kind of that feel-good stuff. And, you know, just everything going on. Hunger Games might be a good one to read, and I might enjoy it. Anyway, so this is my Friday edition. I want to tell you next week, I'm going to do a couple of Zoom meetings with you guys. If you guys want to join in and talk about what y'all are reading, give each other ideas on what to read, or just like interact with each other. I know that's so hard right now. Be looking for an email from your teachers. I think I'm going to do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's kind of my thought process right now. I'm kind of working through this afternoon, trying to get my schedule down for next week. So if you're interested in joining us, everyone's welcome. I miss you guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Okay. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday.